Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we have a brand new car with us. Now this is the all new BMW X1 and this is no regular X1 because this is the X1 Long Wheelbase which is going to launch in India on the 21st of August, that is this month. So stay tuned for that. And let us quickly begin this video and I will tell you what all has changed in this, because there is now a lot of space in this vehicle. A lot of things have changed. So let's quickly start this video and tell you what does this SUV have to offer. So let's start talking about the front end of the car, and very first thing that you will notice are these sleek looking headlamp unit. Now they are very bright. You have the DRLs that are positioned like this. Now these are BMW adaptive LED headlights, extremely bright, and now it gives light even further than the previous generation X1. You don't have a dedicated fog lamp over here, but if you see the bumper, it's kind of sporty. Now this features the M package over here. Now the M package gets the wheel, the inside the steering wheel, but this also looks a very sporty kind of a bumper. It has these air vents over here, the channel air, making the car a little aerodynamic and obviously cooling the tires and the brakes. Now the grille has an illumination all around, just like the premium high-end BMW cars. So yeah, this feature is also there in the X1 Long Wheelbase now, and you get this twin kind of color shade on the grille as well. You have a front parking camera right over here, BMW logo, and the lower part of the grille is kind of a honeycomb that looks good. And if you look at the hood lines and creases of the vehicle, it gives it a muscular and a sharp appearance. Now if we come to the side over here, you will notice that this thing gets these 18-inch dual-tone machine alloy wheels that actually look very nice. And if I tell you the tire profile over here, it's a 225/55 R18, so it's a chunky tire. The car that you get on the international market gets 19-inch alloy wheels and you have an option for a 20, but seeing the road conditions and giving you a very plush ride on this car, the company has reduced the alloy wheel size and it has given you this tire that will actually give you a comfortable ride. Now it gets body cladding over here, but it's like body colored. You have sensors at the side as well. And before we move on the side, let me just open the hood for you and show you this engine. So in the X1 Long Wheelbase, now you get a 1.5 liter. Now this is a 3-cylinder engine. It's a twin scroll turbo. This thing produces about 156 horsepower and 230 Nm of peak torque. It comes mated with the dual clutch transmission, which is the 7-speed dual clutch transmission. And you can see you have a brace over here. So yes, this thing can perform a little bit. Now moving on to the side over here, if you see, you get body colored ORVMs, and yes, you have 4 color options with this, out of which this is one. Now since this is the long wheelbase version, you will see that obviously the size has increased, and I will show it to you while sitting on the inside. So over here you get these door handles that are kind of like a flush door handle, but you have to open it from underneath like this. No chrome on the side. You get this brushed aluminium finish all around. Chrome is kind of deleted from here. You get roof rails that are finished in the same brushed aluminium pattern. You get a big panoramic sunroof, and you also get a shark fin antenna that is neatly integrated into it. Now if you come over here, come close and just show it to them. Now since a lot of E20 and all that are going on, just check this out. It's compatible for E5, E10 and up to E25. So you do not need to worry about what kind of fuel you are filling in this that you get in the Indian market, because right now it's about E20 and this says E25. So yeah, your car is definitely safe. Now let's move on to the side over here. You can see you get this kind of an applique. You get the spoiler over here and you get half of the tail light. That's a wrapped around tail light and it looks damn nice. And now let's move on to the rear section and tell you what do you get in the X1 at the rear. So that is the rear section of the X1. Now let me tell you the badges that it gets. You get an X1 badge over here, and on this side you get an S Drive 18 Li badge. So yeah, these are the 2 badges that you get, and this is the only chrome part that you get on the rear section. Now if you have a look at the lower section over here, you get kind of a diffuser finish. You get piano black finishing over here and here, but there are no exhaust vents that are popping out. So yeah, the exhaust is hidden on the inside. Now you got a high stop mount light over here, defoggers along with a wiper and washer, and yes, you have an electronic boot over here. Now that is the boot space. It gets a 540 liters of boot space. That is a massive boot space. And if you have a look over here, now you can see you get a spare wheel and you get some amount of space to keep a bit of luggage. That's your first aid kit, and yes, that's about it. Now if you see over here, as I mentioned, it has a 40, 20 and 40 split. So just in case if you need more space, you can fold down either 1, 2 or 3 or fold all the sections and you will get more space. And check this out, you have this parcel tray that you can remove, and after this you have a lot of space in the car. And the best feature, just press a button and the boot closes. So yeah, that's the rear section of the X1. Let us know, how did you like it? So now let's move on to the interiors and let's check out what you get on the all new X1. Now before that, first of all, check out those door handles. Very funky looking door handles, and you get aluminum door handles to open the car as well. Plus you can see you get a Harman Kardon badging over there. So this has a Harman Kardon surround sound system, which is pretty good. Now let's move on to the dashboard, which has changed. Over here you get a 10.7-inch infotainment system, and this is a 10.25 instrument cluster. That is basically a full digital instrument cluster. You can basically customize it according to your need as well. And once you change the driving modes from here, I think yes, this is sport mode and this is eco mode. So, and this is your normal personal or your city driving mode. So yes, the theme kind of changes when you change this. Now if you see the steering wheel over here, now the steering wheel features this M badge right over here. Apart from that, you have the steering mounted controls, and the steering wheel is adjustable for tilt and telescopic. Also, one more thing, notice one thing, that over here you get this AC vent that is a single central AC vent, but you get 2 AC vents for the passenger. I don't know why. This kind of looks good, it does not look bad, but I did not see the need for this, because this air is not going to reach the driver. Now if you put this in the middle for the back people, obviously there are AC vents, but just in case if you put this for the back passengers, now the driver is left with just 1 AC vent and the passenger has 2 AC vents over here. Also, if you notice, you have this silver kind of finish over here. There's ambient lighting, you can choose from like a ton of colors that you get in this. Apart from that, this thing has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, that is wireless. You can see, I think this is another part. I'm assuming there's a speaker inside this. Also, you get auto dimming IRVM, that is really nice. If you see, you get an illuminated mirror over here, vanity mirror for the passenger, illuminated vanity mirror for the driver as well. And just check this out. So that is the massive panoramic sunroof. Now they have increased the size of the sunroof as well. So now you get a full panoramic sunroof that looks good, but apparently this thing does not open. You can see that there is no cut over here. So that means this is a fixed sunroof. However, they should have given one that had opened, but it looks neat from the top because there is no central line, and from the inside as well. But yes, let us quickly close this up. Now you get 2 interior themes. You have this that you see, this dual tone, and then you have a beige kind of theme that looks good. I personally prefer the beige one because that looks good. And if you see over here, you have cup holders. I mean, it can fit a 1 liter bottle over here. You have the wireless charging right over here, so you can stack your phone straight up, and this is a thing that after you placed your phone, just do this and it will hold your phone in place. Apart from that, if you can see, you have a 12-volt socket over here. You have 2 Type-C charging over here. There is this floating console over here. If you want to open this up, you have to press this. And yeah, I think that's the most amount of space you can get here. That's a rubber thing. It does not go any further. You have storage space underneath as well. And if we talk about storage space, then you have storage space here, then you have storage space on the door. So storage space should not be a problem if you are traveling and sitting in the front, at least for your bottle holders and to keep some stuff. Now, as I mentioned, let me just show it to you also. So this thing is adjustable for both tilt and telescopic, and the seats, both the seats are electronically adjustable if you see over here, but the driver's side seat gets the seat memory functions and not the passenger. So the seats are electronically adjustable, as I mentioned, but they do not have ventilation. That's kind of a bummer because ventilation should have been there, and there are very minimum buttons over here. You can see this is for your defogger for the front and a defogger for the back, and rest the knobs that you see over here are to control the airflow that is coming out of this. Plus, if you see over here, you get some button. That's your start stop button, that's your gear lever, Your mode selector, that is to go to your driver's assistance. This is your camera for the 360-degree camera, auto hold, and this is your volume rocker, and obviously that is your hazard button. So this is what you get in the front end. Now let us go to the back side, which is kind of more spacious, because this, as I mentioned, is the long wheelbase version. So over here, when you see, now it has a lot of legroom. Now this seat is adjusted according to my height. For reference, my height is 6'1", and earlier there was a slight problem because my legs were brushing against the seat. But just check this out. Now this seat is adjusted according to my height. It's been pushed back as far as I can go for a good, comfortable driving. Plus this seat also has a scoop back, as you can see over here. You do not need that because the amount of knee room and leg room you get over here, this signifies that yes, this is a long wheelbase and this is very, very comfortable. Now if you're two passengers sitting, you can deploy this armrest that has two cup holders. You also get this AC vent over here. Now this has 2-zone climate control. It does not have a 3rd-zone climate control. You get a single Type-C charging over here. No back pockets in the seats. Storage wise, you get storage space on the door over there, and obviously a little bit storage space over here. The headrest, okay, let me just put this down and explain. The headrests are manually adjustable. All the 3 headrests are adjustable, and these seats can fold down. You have a 40-20 and 40 split as well, and to fold it down, you have to pull this, and there you can see you can fold it down like this. Now the center one also goes down, and this one also goes down, and the boot space increases. And if you're not that tall and if you want to sleep in the car, you can put a mattress, like a small mattress over here, and just put these seats down, and you can take a power nap. Trust me, you can do that. Now this is the first place where the seat locks. There is a second, and then you have the fully reclined 3rd position, and you can see over here the sunroof comes all the way till here, so you have a clear view of what's going on the outside. And once again, check this out, it is comfortable. Now however, I feel that shades are missing from here, but these glasses are the UV cut glasses, so they are green in color, and the harsh sunlight does not enter the cabin. But anyway, shades should have been there, which are not there. So I think now let's go drive the car and tell you how the X1 is to drive. So now we're at the driving seat of the all-new BMW X1, and as I mentioned earlier, now this thing gets a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder turbo-petrol. That's a twin-scroll turbo-petrol engine, and this thing produces about 156 horsepower and 230 Nm of peak torque. And this thing comes mated to a 7-speed Steptronic gearbox. That's technically a dual-clutch gearbox. Now the power is transmitted to the front wheels. This is a front wheel drive car, so that's why when you accelerate this car on sport mode, you'll have to keep the hands on the steering wheel, because you will be able to feel a little bit of a torque steer. So, and if there is loose surface, then you have to hold and take proper control of the steering wheel, because then your steering would go somewhere left and right, and you definitely will have to hold it. Now let's talk about the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is nice. It actually weighs up as you change the mode. Eco becomes very light. The throttle control becomes like absolutely there's a lot of lag in the throttle control. Well, however, the normal mode or your personal customized mode is where you want to drive it in the city, and then you have the sport mode where everything becomes a little too aggressive. The throttle control becomes aggressive, and once you switch to sport mode, obviously everything just stiffens up. The steering wheel stiffens up. The throttle response becomes very, very crisp, and yes, this thing can do triple-digit speeds in no time. Well, obviously 156 bhp might sound a little less for a BMW, but at the end, I mean, the main purpose of an X1 long wheelbase was the long wheelbase to give more space at the back, and I obviously showed you that how much space this car has. Overall, the suspension setup is also nice. It's more towards the comfortable side. Well, this thing rides on 55-inch. I mean, it's a 255 R18. The R18 tires, so obviously the sidewall is a little thick, and that actually allows to absorb all the potholes and the bumps and gives you a comfortable and a silent ride. Obviously, there's very less tire noise from these tires, because I mean, they are high profile tires, so definitely that thing also helps as far as the comfort goes. As I mentioned, the international model gets about 19 inches of wheel, but the 20-inch is I mean, you can opt for a 20-inch also, but
the Indian spec gets the 18-inch alloy wheels. Obviously, you can go for any other BMW wheel from the accessory list, but 18-inch is what you get with this. So I think it's a good car, front-wheel drive. As far as the fuel efficiency goes of this engine, this thing delivers. I mean, we have been getting about 12.5 to 13 kilometers within the city, which is a good thing, and that is on your comfort mode. I'm sure if you're in your eco mode and if you have a light foot on the throttle, you will get much more fuel efficiency. So yes, that was the X1, and it's a fantastic car. It's always been a fantastic car, especially the diesel ones, but this is the petrol, the Li version. So yes, it is definitely a fun to drive car, and you can go ballistic on sport mode in this.
So yes guys, this was the all new BMW X1 Long Wheelbase, and this thing is the longest in its segment, because obviously long wheelbase, so you have extra room on the inside, and it obviously looks a little larger from the side as well. Now, if we talk about the price of this, well, it has not yet launched, and the launch is going to happen on the 21st of this month, so stay tuned for that. But we are expecting it to launch somewhere between the 52 to 55 lakh rupee mark, which is the ex-showroom price. So let's see how BMW prices the all-new X1. And as I mentioned, this thing has 4 color option. It gets a single engine option, with a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine. And yes, this thing gets a lot of features that are really exciting. So let us know in the comment section, what is the best feature that you liked about this X1 Long Wheelbase. I'm Pramit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and drive safe.